Hey everybody, in honor of Shark Week, I'm decided to break the news that let everybody know what's coming up. I'm going to be doing another shark dive. Excited to share with everybody that I have booked another shark trip. Just to talk a little bit about my next dive trip, which will involve sharks. So a better place to talk about my next dive trip than at the beach. I've come down to the world famous Jones Beach State Park in New York, which is only about 20 minutes from my house. And I want to tell you about my next dive trip. Now, I like making these videos because I like telling stories and kind of documenting my trips and documenting those adventures and stuff. It's something that I enjoy doing, and certainly when it comes to the shark dives, I don't want to put out just some random shark video and with some scary Jaws music under it and stuff like that, and that's it. So I want to tell you the behind the scenes. I want to bring you along. I want to, just kind of explain what goes on and, what these things mean, these trips, meeting these sharks. I've been lucky enough to dive with many different species of sharks. Of course, I've been Caribbean reef sharks. I've been to Stewart Coves in Nassau, Bahamas. I've been to Freeport, Bahamas to dive with the Caribbean reef sharks there with Christina Zenato. That was an amazing experience because I got to put on that chain mesh shark suit by Neptunic and get to go down and interact and actually hand feed Caribbean reef sharks. That was an incredible experience, very unique. Recently I was back in the Bahamas for Tiger Beach. I got to meet tiger sharks. That was such a fun trip, and I'm actually going to go back there again in February, back to Tiger Beach. That's a different trip. That's going to be a different video. I really enjoyed Tiger Beach. Those tiger sharks were huge. Speaking of huge, cage diving with great whites at Guadalupe Island. That was a bucket list experience. That was life-changing. Just to see great white sharks like that. That was the #1 spot in the world. It was perfect. And if you've ever watched Shark Week, you've seen Guadalupe Island and you've seen Tiger Beach. You've probably seen Stewart Cove stuff. But Guadalupe Island, that trip, seeing those great white sharks, absolutely once-in-a-lifetime experience. Because they've since closed Guadalupe Island, I've met whale sharks. When I was in South Africa, we got to dive with whale sharks there, and I also got to dive with whale sharks in Mexico, and that was quite the swim with whale sharks. That was amazing. I don't think I've ever seen whale sharks up close and personal like that. So these have been great experiences. These have been wonderful adventures. And I've met a lot of different sharks. I've met lemon sharks, nurse sharks, a couple bull sharks. We had a fleeting glimpse at Tiger Beach of a hammerhead shark, but that was quick and gone, and that doesn't count. So all the diving that I've done in the Caribbean, in the Bahamas and stuff, I've never been to Bimini, Bahamas, and that's the next trip. The next trip I'm going to go to Bimini. It's a small island, just about 50 miles or so off the coast of Florida, 50 miles from Miami. And it's exciting because I've never been there before. Every island and every location has been kind of different, and every shark dive has been different. So I'm really looking forward to doing Bimini. And what's waiting for me at Bimini is going to be hammerheads. I finally get to meet hammerheads. So this is going to be an amazing trip, but there's more to that. On top of going to Bimini, meeting hammerhead sharks, great hammerhead sharks, this is going to be a very, very unique and different trip for me. This is going to be very special. So this dive, unlike any of the other dives that I've done, this dive is a 3-day dive trip. Technically 4 days and then traveling back, but 3 days of diving with hammerheads. And this dive trip is being led by one of, probably one of, if you've ever watched Shark Week, then you've seen this guy before. He films not all the specials, but he films for Shark Week. He films for Discovery Channel, National Geographic. If you've watched Shark Week, you've seen him. This dive's being led by Andy Casagrande. And it's just gonna be 3 days of talking about sharks, talking about diving, talking about filming and photography. It's just gonna be an amazing experience. But I'll let Andy explain more about it, I suppose, a little bit. So here's Andy to kind of introduce himself.
What's up, everybody? My name is Andy Brandy Casagrande IV. I'm a 2-time Emmy Award-winning wildlife cinematographer. I'm a director, producer, presenter, inventor. I'm also a husband and a father. My entire career, I've been lucky to film all over the planet some of the most spectacular wildlife events on Earth for the top networks like National Geographic, Discovery Channel, BBC, ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, ESPN. You name the network, I've been lucky to film for them. But it helps when you learn some of the tricks of the trade. Just that, teaching you about underwater cinematography, topside, aerial drone, sharks. There's gonna be a lot of sharks, I won't lie, because sharks are my greatest passion. And if I can do it, you can do it. It's all about passion, hard work, hustle. You gotta go out and get it. You gotta believe in yourselves. Seriously, it is possible.
I'll be going with Andy Casagrande. He's running the whole dive trip. He's doing kind of a cinema science expedition sort of themed everything. And to be honest, I've done a lot of diving with sharks. And people always ask me, well, they always first say you're crazy, but you know, aren't you scared of diving with sharks? Aren't you nervous? I'm actually more nervous about diving with Andy Casagrande than I am with any shark. So this is going to be a fun trip. This is going to be a great trip. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a little out of my comfort zone, I suppose, in certain ways, but I can't wait. Bimini is going to give me hammerheads, and something I'm really looking forward to. And so we'll see. I can't wait. It's going to be a great trip. You know, thanks to Andy for sharing that video, and I'll keep you updated. All right, thanks for watching. Again, I just enjoy telling stories. So, I don't like it. So we'll see. We'll see how this is gonna go. Now there's a helicopter. I'm gonna walk up and down the beach a couple of times, I think, just to get this right. helicopter. I've been very fascinated with them. Never mind about that. I'm down here at Jones Beach today, and I figure I would just let you know what's going on with the next trip. It's going to be quite an amazing trip. So, and of course, with all of those, I like to share. Alright. Gonna have to do this again because there are people coming. Too many people. Anyway, I think I got everything I needed to get here. From the top. So